Appreciative of our generous hosts and sponsors of this event. As I mentioned in one of my comments, I think it was yesterday, quite a few of the panelists have very generously thanked the Aspen Institute for this event. And while we do appreciate, and again, I need to give all the appreciation to my colleague Damian Pono for putting it together. The truth is that thanks really must go to the Cento Niemeyer, which without their generosity and their inspiration, none of this would be possible. And I can't help but think, as we've all been here under their generous umbrella for the last couple of days, that once the center itself is finished next summer, and I don't know how many of you have looked across the water at the outlines or looked in your book that was given to you about what that's going to be like. But I think it's readily apparent that this is going to be a very significant place on the international cultural map. And we will all be privileged to have any opportunity in the future to come back. But again, I do want to thank them, and I hope all of us have a chance to be back once that is finished. It is now my great privilege and pleasure to introduce Michael Fitzgerald, cellist and composer. I would call him muse of both world peace and inner peace. He is the recipient of the Prince Charles Award for Outstanding Musicianship, which was bestowed by His Royal Highness the Prince of Wales. He has worked extensively with His Holiness the Dalai Lama for, I think, now 13 years in the historic Compassion Rising project, the East-West musical collaboration, which I think in many ways is emblematic of much of what we have been discussing over the last few days, and that was inspired by the friendship between His Holiness and the late Thomas Merton. And that, of course, is designed to create feelings of not only inner peace, but world peace as well. Michael will perform his invocation for world peace to help set the tone for this evening's award ceremony. Michael.
Not quite. Thank you. That was absolutely beautiful. Beautiful, Michael. Thank you. We are changing the order of service just a little bit this evening because, as you know, one of our guests of honor and awardees has got a big date tonight that we're all looking forward to. So I'm going to just hold you for a few more minutes to do this important announcement. The purpose, the Aspen Cultural Diplomacy Awards, and you've got some pictures on your screen, obviously, that acknowledge this, is to recognize excellence and lifetime achievement in the field of cultural diplomacy. The first award was given last year to the British Council in Paris, and because of the organization's leadership and innovation in the practice of cultural diplomacy. This year, the award, for the first time, goes to two distinguished individuals, and I'm going to just talk about one right now, and then later we'll come back and talk about the second one. The Cultural Diplomacy Excellent Award goes to Youssou N'Dour. Come on up. Thank you. Come join me, please. It is in recognition of your courageous and creative ways of enhancing intercultural dialogue and engaging difference through his music and socioeconomic initiatives. C'est un privilège et un honneur d'avoir l'occasion de vous présenter ce prix. Nobody knows that I actually broke my back rod at home.
Beautiful. Wow.
And then let's. You got it? Hold it for just a minute. I just want to describe this object to you while he's holding it, and then vous voulez prendre la parole, j'espère. Both of these objects are created by a wonderful, excellent Slovak artist, Draumir Priel. Although he lives and creates mainly in Slovakia, his artworks can be found in galleries and collections around the world. His material of predilection is glass, in particular crystal. It's very difficult material to work with, as you probably know, among other reasons for its extreme fragility. But the artist masters it to perfection and uses it in its interaction with light to create exceptional pieces full of magical light and poetry. Both these pieces can be seen represented above his work. This one is called Glittering Waves and was inspired by the sunlight falling and amazingly reflecting on the water's surface. As you can see, it has the form of a sail, and when you look at it for a while, you can almost feel the wind blowing. It's really a beautiful shape, isn't it? With the colors behind it as well. These are all obviously strongly inspired by nature. So we hope that you enjoy it. To us, you're the essence and of the ideals of cultural diplomacy embodied. So, merci beaucoup. Thank you.
Thank you. Merci. Thank you. Thank you. Merci beaucoup. Je vais juste parler un peu en français. Je suis très honoré par ça et très encouragé par cet award qui permet toujours d'avoir le courage de continuer, parce que je pense des fois on a l'impression que c'est comme un poids. Quand les gens font les Jeux Olympiques et soulèvent le poids, que c'est tellement lourd et on le garde. Quand on se retourne et on voit beaucoup plus de jeunes, beaucoup plus de gens intéressés par les mêmes démarches de la culture vers le camp social, on est content quand on se retourne, qu'on voit d'autres le faire. Et je peux vous dire qu'en Afrique, aujourd'hui, il y a beaucoup de jeunes qui commencent juste la musique, ils sont connus, qui prennent le relais, qui sont intéressés par ce qui se passe dans leur environnement et les valeurs qu'ils doivent sauvegarder. Et ils sont vraiment prêts aujourd'hui et ça m'encourage énormément et je voudrais vraiment remercier tout le monde ici et je pense que nous pouvons aller encore plus loin avec cette idée d'utiliser la culture comme vecteur pour apaiser et pour faire avancer les choses. Thank you so much. Just saying, you know, we have this concert happening in 2 hours. This is why I have to go to, be ready for the concert. Thank you so much. Enjoy your dinner. Thank you.